Okay, what's up guys, this is the Redsmart76. Today I'm going to be playing some Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. This game is like an open world RPG, but it has kind of a linear aspect to it. You'll see when we start playing. I'm going to start up a new save here. One of the weird things is that it has to load the EA servers before you can start playing, which I don't really understand because it's completely single player, but anyways, we're going to be doing a new game. Let's start it on normal, and then if it gets too easy, then we'll turn it back up. I'll turn it up to hard. So, just watch a cutscene here.
From the beginning, we were wrong. And only now, well into the second decade of the conflict, have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the Fae, in a world awakened to new magic. Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide. What force might awaken. A force powerful enough to twist even the eternal and the mutable Fae folk. But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary. He had power like none we had ever seen. Terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathen. In the name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amalur. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious. But the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of Men and Alpha fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
What do you think this one is then? Alpha, Garan? Could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Garan?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other.
Okay, so we're now making our character. I've played this game through once, and I started another profile, but I barely got anywhere, and I actually kind of didn't pay attention to the story the way I should have, because I was just focused on like the action and, you know, the idea of developing a character, but I didn't know that the story, I had this impression that the story was lackluster, I guess because I don't remember where I had heard that, but I was wrong, and turns out the story is actually really good. So this time around I'm going to be paying attention, so, you know, for all intents and purposes, it's really kind of my first playthrough of actually really listening to the story intently and all that stuff. So here we go. We have these 4 races. We have the Almain, Warlike, and Religious. Okay, Alchemy, Persuasion, Blacksmithing. Blacksmithing could help. I probably won't do too much Alchemy. I don't like to rely on potions. Detect Hidden, Mercantile, Lockpicking. Alright, so this would probably be good for rogues. Ancient People. Okay. Skin, okay. Alchemy. Okay, so this would be more of a mage type deal. What's this? Okay, this is better for stealth actually. So I have between 4 things, and I actually haven't really thought about what I'm going to do. So basically, there are 3 different general paths you can take. You could take magic, stealth, or like warrior. I did warrior last time, and I don't want to do it now, so I'm deciding between magic and stealth. I think I'm gonna go with stealth. Yeah, I'm gonna go with stealth. I'll do magic next time, but let's see, what's this? Okay. I get to pick, I guess. Oh, you know what, those are... Okay. Yeah, okay, so these are all different perks. Okay, 6% poison damage, poison resistance, mana regen, critical hit damage, 5. Okay. Well, I suppose the idea of a rogue is to not get hit very much, so I'm not going to worry about health. I think I'm going to go with the 8% critical hit damage. Okay. No, presets. Alright, Alright, we're gonna go with the first one. I think that's the least horrendous. Oh, you can customize. Okay, I forgot about this. Okay. Honestly, alright, yeah, let's pick that. Skin tone. Okay, I like that one. Eye colors. I don't know, what's stealthy? Is this stealthy? I don't know. This is stealthy. Eyeshadow. Okay, good enough. That's good. And stubble. Ooh, lots of colors. Okay. That's good. And stubble intensity. Okay, that's ridiculous. That's good. Alright, that's pretty clean. That's not bad. I don't like that beard, though. Okay, well, I guess that's what the hair section is for. Let's see here. You know what? Let's make this black, too. Let's change the hairstyle to something a little bit different. No. No, no. No, no, no. Oh, God. Alright. This could... No. Princess. Nope. Okay. That's good enough. I'm not good at this. Can you pick no facial hair? Is that an option? I guess it is. It's kind of dry, but whatever. Eyebrow colors. Nope. It's good enough, I suppose. Okay.
He's a Dockelfar. No surprise there. Seen a lot of them. Are not usually in this good a shape. All right then. Make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name him, I think we're done. Put him with the others.
Oh, yeah, we would like to name him. Okay. Let's name him... Falgorn. That works. He looks like a Falgorn.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
Better luck next time. You know, there's some things you pick up on, like the fact that you're not really dead. And I guess this is like a second life type of thing, which is, I guess, kind of a spoiler, but not really. Okay, I think we could skip this. We're just kind of getting to the bottom here. Okay, and here we are. Now we are finally starting the game, and we're into, we're actually getting things done, making progress, and etc. Okay, so we have disposal notes. Okay, secrecy is important in our work. Okay. No. Yeah, I don't really care about that. There's nothing in here. Maybe something back here. Ooh, okay, we found something. 11 golds. That's minimal. Okay, let's keep going. Pull the lever. Alright, we'll take that. Weapons, primary, rusty longsword. Alright. Congratulations, your weapon is now equipped. Thank you. And how am I gonna... Oh, it's open. Why does this exist? I see we have some enemies coming up. And some women screaming. Or a woman screaming. Okay. Oh yeah, things can actually break and you get stuff from them. Unlike Fable. Alright. You don't say. Oh, I forgot. I don't have my normal abilities. Like I can't hold back and do a charge. I forgot about that. Alright. Well, here we go. We're going through this general path here. Keep breaking these. Even though, like, really, once you, like, even get a little bit of gold, like, things cost more throughout the game, obviously. They come to be more expensive, but the barrels never give you any more than, like, 11 or so gold. So when you have items that cost, like, hundreds and hundreds or even thousands of gold, like, you know, some items will cost like 100,000 in gold. The 11 gold you get from breaking barrels is really kind of pointless, even. And I would consider myself even like a penny pincher when it comes to RPGs, but breaking the barrels is almost like you're losing money because you're wasting time on something like doing a quest. So, like, I might break them because I get in the habit of doing it, but once you move on through the game, it's actually almost detrimental, I would think. Okay, thank you. Okay. Wait, I've seen you before on the slab. You were dead. Oh, okay, so here we have the gnome telling me what we already know.
On the slab. You were it worked. By the tome it worked.
Alright, appears he knows something that we don't. What happened to me?
You died. But your body was remade in the Well of Souls, and somehow it worked. The well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away.
Alright, who is Hughes?
Questions for you. Professor Formerus Hughes. The Well of Souls is his life's work. The Tuatha are coming into the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the... Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get
Okay.
He'll be in his study on the ground floor of the tower. At least, let me get this done. And we can be on our way.
See, at this point, you can break the barrels, because you might actually be able to buy something with the little bit of money that you get. Okay. Well, I mean, anything's better than nothing, but I think this is actually leather, so it'd be fit for us. Yeah, it looks I think it's leather. So it's actually, and you can kind of tell if something is for a rogue or for whomever based upon the statistics, or, you know, what it gives. So usually critical hit damage is inclined to rogues and, you know, archers and that kind of stealthy whatever stuff, like agile. Usually you'll get critical, and that'll be its primary feature. That's how you can know, too. Also, they're not here yet, but there are going to be requirements, so you'll need to have a certain level of rogue-inclined skills to be able to equip the armor. So you can't really mix and match unless if you wear bad armor, because you're really supposed to kind of pick one so that you can wear the best armor, because you're going to need to level up your might or your finesse to wear the armor for your class. that you pick, so you can't really pick two, unfortunately. So we have a time bomb. Alright. This'll help us maneuver our way, I guess, to get to that location. But first of all, we've got a pair of pants, so we should wear those. No, whoops. Those. Alright, and continuing. Oh, let's take... I always want to take the alternate paths, if there are any, because they can give you quite a bit of gold. Or good items, or whatever. Why don't we save? Get a shield. Okay. I'd like to get a dagger, personally. Oh, okay. Shields. Let's equip that. Alright.
Wait! Do you hear something?
Alright, well, looks like we're getting tons of rogue or finesse armor. I'm just gonna call it finesse armor. When I say finesse, I mean rogue, because that's actually what the game calls it, generally. It's finesse class. I know it looks pretty easy because they're not really doing anything. It's almost like you're hitting training dummies, but when they swarm you and there are like 5 or 6 and they're circling you, which they do circle around you, it actually gets kind of difficult. Sometimes. Okay. So here we go, we can have a secondary weapon now. And now, right, if I use my little scroll wheel, Q. Oh, you can press Q. Well, the scroll wheel works too. I never knew that Q worked. I always used the scroll wheel. Anyway, you can switch between them instantaneously, which is kind of unrealistic, but who cares about realism? Also, what's unrealistic is the fact that you have unlimited arrows that replenish every few seconds. So up in the top left, you can see the arrow count. Oh, whoops. Okay, I just got hit. Oh, and you can pull a shield out of literally thin air. But, I mean, I'm not critiquing, I'm not hating or anything. I really like this game a lot, but just a little silly. But I do like the mechanics of the game. Unfortunately, 3.8 Studios, which is one of the co-developers and the prime developer of the RPG aspect of this game, they went out of business, I think, like 6 or 8 months after this game came out, which is really a shame. I remember I was watching an Angry Joe review of this game, and I think it was him. He said that we should, people should buy this game because you would want to see more. He wanted to see more from this developer. And you don't want to see them go out of business. Unfortunately, I don't know how well the game sold, but I don't think they're still in business. I'm pretty sure they went under, so that's kind of unfortunate. But Big Huge Games is still in development, but they've been developing games for forever, so that's not a surprise. Oh, and this was published by EA, in case if you were wondering. So I just figured I'd throw that out there. Alright, well, let's see. Can we get over there? No, I doubt it. There's no way. So we'll just keep going. Daggers are deadly if you catch an enemy unawares. That means that there are daggers here. Yay. Okay. My favorite weapon. For a rogue, at least. Oh, there's one other type of weapon that rogues have. They're not chakrams. I forget what they're called, or however you pronounce them. But, they're like daggers, but they're a little different. I forget what they're... The Feyblades, I think? I think they're different from daggers. They're, like, quicker or something, but... You'll see. Okay. Here we are. So if you've ever played, like, Oblivion, they kind of copy some parts of some aspects of that game. Like the eye that doesn't see you. Actually, that's in Skyrim, too. You're not detected, and then... If you ever played Rogue Warrior, it's a terrible game, but that kind of is what... the Stealth Kill reminds me of that, too. Do stealth attacks work? No, no, you. Oh, what the hell? Okay. That was not my best decision. It's okay. Let's see how these work in combat. Not bad. Really not bad, actually, at all. Oh, shit. Also, you can't loot in combat, so I have to kill these guys before I loot the other guy. Alright. Some enemies don't have loot. But these both did, fortunately. Okay. Okay, no more enemies, so I'll just shoot that. Keep going.
Cave blossoms only respond in the
Use a number of keys to equip one of your active... Okay, so yeah. We got the lightning bolt thing. You can kind of mix and match a little bit when it comes to skill sets, but generally you don't want to, because it just makes your prime one weaker. At least that's what I found. I find it's best just to pick one. Alright, let's see what this says. Per your request, so this is the guy we're looking for, Hughes, or... I'm just going to say Hughes, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Per your request, we finally got the spider problem under control, which means it's probably not under control. Okay. Okay, so this is something to watch out for, obviously. Why are so many spiders? Okay, so basically we got spiders up ahead, probably. It's the only logical conclusion I can draw, and I guess they make your bones stiff or something. Or you're... I don't know. I guess you're kind of incapacitated. I honestly don't remember this very much, but if it's anything like the rest of the spiders, that's probably what they do. What did I tell you? Alright, well, we got a spider, and it's rather large. But, okay, well, spiders are vulnerable to magic, I guess. That's nice to know. Okay, so staves. We got a staff, and I remember what to do here. Let's equip this as a secondary. And since it's a spider web, you're supposed to use the staff to get rid of the web with fire. Okay, that was pretty simple. Now I'll get that longbow, and we're gonna keep going here. Oh, whoops. See, some of these things that don't look like they would have anything in them, they just look like mushrooms or whatever. They have stuff, and they can be sold. Old shoes. So this is all just mana regen and that kind of thing for mages, but we are not a mage. We're not going to be playing a mage, so that's rather superfluous. I should really just keep the staff equipped for now, because I don't know how many times I'm going to have to use that. So, here we go. Alright. Oh, be smart to equip it, wouldn't it? Are they vulnerable to fire, too? Nope. Oh, yes, they are, but it didn't really do anything, so I don't see how it can say that. Oh. I'm deficient in mana. No, no, but from the looks of it, you're probably wondering why I didn't go with magic, because I just killed those guys in, like, one magic shot. Meanwhile, I stabbed him, like, 15 times, and it didn't do shit. It all depends on the enemies, generally. I can't tell you which enemies are vulnerable to what. I don't really know. I don't remember. I haven't really looked that in depth, but I know that not all enemies are affected by magic that much. They're not all vulnerable like that, and some of them are actually resistant. So, no, I'm certainly not one of them.
Get away! And who's this? That's what I intend to find out. He came out of the well. What? Then he'd better get inside to see the old man. Quick!
Okay, so they're taking me to the guy.
This we part ways. Take whatever
So
you want.
he's actually basically just saying we have some stuff. Oh,
Make sure you get to
see, so this is where speech helps, but
hold off the Tuatha.
in the beginning it's always easy.
I suppose these might be able to help if the Tuatha realize what you are. He's directly ahead. He needs to see. I'll see you on the outside.
Oh yeah, so even though the game looks kind of linear right now, that's just because it's a tutorial. It's actually more open world than this. It is still kind of linear, like there are certain things you can't do. If you noticed, I actually haven't jumped at all, because there is no jump function. It's only in certain spots where the game needs you to jump to get to a location that you can. But some of this is substituted with like random drops and that kind of thing, and there's definitely an RPG aspect to it that's really good, and not all RPGs obviously include jumping, so I can't really say that it's not RPG-like, but it's certainly not what most open-world, like, modern, open-world RPGs have. They really should have a jumping mechanic, just even if it doesn't do anything, really. Just to make it feel a little bit more immersive, they should have included this, but that's a slight critique from me. I have a slight problem with that, because I'm a huge fan of open-world mechanics and, that kind of thing, so the fact that you couldn't jump, and there are just certain things that this game is lacking in, that it's a bit disappointing for me, but it might not bother you, so that's my personal opinion. But still overall a very good game, especially the combat. The combat is very addictive. Quick save. Also, the more I play this game, the more I realize that it's like the Elder Scrolls series and World of Warcraft, oddly. Even like the bottom row having the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's not really limited to World of Warcraft. That's just one of the things that is similar. And the gearing system has the white, green, blue, purple, orange thing. Like the gear sets and like how good they are is based on its color. That's also in the game. So it's pretty interesting. Okay, so experiments. Okay, any missing? Probably subject. Okay, rather. Okay, nothing more. So I guess they're using this to fabricate life, recreate it, okay. Which I guess is where we kind of came from. Actually, we'll hold on to this just in case. So I guess this fountain is where all the bodies, I don't know, I guess they're related somehow. This obviously isn't where we came from, but it's maybe underneath? Yeah, probably. Alright, I think we reached him. Oh, there we go. He said something about Beyblades and the tips, but I couldn't read it in time, but...
You've made it. And look at you. Even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me.
Indeed, I am confused by all this.
By all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing, the well of souls, the pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only had the time, there's so much we might learn from one another.
Didn't the diary entry say something about success 98% of the time? I'm not sure. I feel stupid for not knowing this, but I haven't ever really paid attention to the story. So I'm about as clueless as you guys are. For those of you who haven't really watched this before, haven't done the story. So that's what's going on.
Too much to explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe they know about you. Not yet. What's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here. I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that its only success is safe.
Alright, I'll stay and fight.
Absolutely not. I've got my notes, but it's just that you... Fascinating. Simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow... yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what...
Oh, you don't say.
Perhaps I should go see. Sir! Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have reached the lab!
Aww.
Inside the...
Oh well.
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive! Go! Go!
Okay, so I don't think there's actually any kind of timing on this, but I don't think there's anywhere I can actually... There's nothing I can really get, I don't think, so I guess we'll just take the linear path here. Go this way. Already doing that, I'm already sprinting, believe it or not. Let's quick save here. Alright.
Get moving, you brute! Tear this tower apart!
Well, they caught me. Oh god. Okay, that didn't work. See, actually, I think that the daggers were slightly more effective than the spells, because the monster was able to resist the magic. But not the Tuatha soldiers. Alright. Okay, that didn't work. Oh lord. Alright. Yay. Alright. Ooh, a Squire's room. What's that have? Okay, 5 health. I'll equip that. Oh, I guess I kind of have to equip that manually. That's alright. Where's the Squire's ring? Oh, it's in accessories. Not consumables, accessories. There we go. This one. Oh, what's cool is that you can actually see the ring on people, too. We'll go back real quick. I guess you can. Usually you can see it. Oh well. I thought you could at least. Maybe I'm just blind. Maybe it was there. Ooh. More boxes. Why don't we talk to her? Never mind. Alright, looks like we leveled up. Let's quick save first, in case we want to go back. Alright, let's see here. Okay, stealth. Well, that would help, wouldn't it? Why don't we level up stealth? Okay, cool. So harder to detect, basically. Okay, so this is what I was talking about before. You have sorcery, which is magic. You have might, which is like warrior stuff, and then you have finesse, which is a mix of archery and, you know, like assassin type, whatever. So here we go. We have a bunch of things to pick from. I actually haven't done this, so I don't know which one to pick. So let's see here. Okay, so charge attacks, like I was saying before. Hold and release to begin dashing combo. That can be changed for up to 5. I think I can actually see visuals of each of these. I've seen this before. This is really cool. I think I'll pick this. But let's take a look at the other choices. These are passives, so more damage with daggers. That's effective, obviously. More damage with longbows. I like longbows, but that can wait. Oh, and this kind of just throws, like, stuff at them, I think. But it does a little more. But it shoots, it throws, like, dagger projectiles at, like, a cloud of them. It's pretty cool. And so this is more sneak attack damage. Why don't we pick the Shadow Strike, because that can help when... Oh, that's right, we have 3. I forgot. This wasn't like WoW with talent points. Why don't we just have all 3 and have, like, some really cool attack or some shit. Alright. So, continuing onward. Oh, let's try it on this enemy. Didn't work. There wasn't another enemy, so I couldn't do it on more than one, but that was pretty cool. You can leap pretty far, at least. Oh, wait a second. I think that there's a chest, actually, this way. Like, underneath here or something. Nope. I think I was wrong, but let's keep looking. I hear something. Okay, cool. Let's re-equip that secondary weapon here. Here we go. Alright. Wait. Oh, that's so cool, though. I mean, it didn't do anything, but it was really cool. Maybe if I get a decent set of daggers, then I can actually do... Oh my god, I'm actually close to dying. What is this? Dangerously low. I know it's dangerously low. No, I don't need a potion. Alright, it's requiring that I... Oh, no, it's not. Cool. Okay. Okay, yeah, I need a potion. Maybe I just need better daggers, but this is kind of minimal. The damage is like 2 or 3, so I don't know. Whatever. Oh well. Let's pick the lock. Alright, so yeah, like I said, they take stuff from Oblivion and Skyrim, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is almost identical to what's in Skyrim. Actually, probably just over here is probably the right one. Nope, okay. It's like a mix of Oblivions and Skyrims, but it's not original in either sense. Okay, come on, just give it to me. No. Is this it? This has to be it. Okay. Okay, well, repair kits are at least good because, well, they repair your stuff, so that's a good start. Oh, I suck at these, but let's pick them. So. Okay, this is good, but it's not for my class. But I can still sell it, so let's go for it. Nope. No, it's gonna be over here. You can kind of tell, because if it's gonna break really easily in one spot, and it's very easy, then that means it has to be in a completely different spot, like all the way across. Because anywhere close to that wouldn't have it break easily. So you can kind of get a sense of, like, where the pick is going to be and where the actual sweet spot is. Oh, okay, so we got better daggers. Oh wow, this is quite a bit more actually. So, strengthening daggers. Cool. Alright, good. Actually, I think I'm going to end the video here, and we're going to resume back at the town that we're supposed to be in. So I guess for now, that's pretty much it. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Can't wait to see you on my next one.